am currently in the middle of getting the house ready because we have family coming in from Indiana.
This stuff got rid of it in 6 minutes.
This is what we did for Easter. Good morning, everybody. So, well, good afternoon, actually. So, say good morning. I've been up since 6:30 this morning, but it's 1:13 now. Anyway, I am currently in the middle of getting the house ready because we have family coming in from Indiana, and then some of our local family who hasn't been to our holidays anytime recently. They're going to be coming, so that'll be kind of nice. It's been a while since we've seen them. They're going to visit with us over the holiday. Skylur will be home, so I just thought I would kind of bring you along. Today I am getting ready for Easter. I've already pretty much decorated the house, but I want to get some cleaning done. I'm winding down to the end of my semester. Finally, so it's been super busy. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're sitting. I'm going to get the table ready and get that all set up. So I got these chairs and I had thrifted them a little while back. And aren't they pretty? They're so pretty, but I've had 2 of them break since we got them. So, and I think now I know why they were at the thrift store. But you know what? They worked their purpose and I didn't pay very much for them, so I'm not super upset about it. But now I am on the lookout for chairs for my table again. So I try to thrift a lot of like my furniture and stuff, except for my couch. I bought that brand new. And I already need to replace my couch because like I'm gonna try to fix it before I have to replace it. But one of the cushions is ripped really bad. And I've already had it repaired and it just keeps doing it. And I think it's the type of material, like it's just not holding up to regular wear and tear. So. And it's not that anybody's being rough, I'll show you. It's terrible. And I know why it's doing it. It's because I have a chase lounge on this side. So look at this. See? And so the pillow gets pulled down, like the cushion gets pulled down because when you sit on the chase lounge, it kind of pulls forward. And then that comes down and you sit against it and it pulls on it. So anyway, yeah, I need to get, and they're all kind of starting to like slouch and do that. Now I do know I can get some tape for the couch. So if I'm able to fix that and I can get it to work, because I'd really rather not have to replace my couch right now. If I can get that to work, I can get a Velcro that goes underneath and it'll stop those cushions from sliding so much. So we'll see. Anyway. The house is very lived in right now and we've been very busy with school and things like that. Just we're getting ready to close up our homeschool year. I'm getting ready. I have 2 weeks. Well, 3 weeks technically of this semester left, but I worked forward, so I really don't have any homework to do this week. So we're down to the last 3 weeks of my college semester, and Braxen's, Matt, we're all still in school. And it sounds like, we'll see, but another one of our children has decided to go back to school. So Charlea has already graduated. She has a degree. And so we have another child that decided they might want to go pursue their college education. So if that comes to fruition, we will let you know what they've decided to do. So anyway, we're looking at some avenues and options. Anyway, I am going to get ready to get some cleaning done, so I'll just kind of show you where we're at. I have a tote that I've had. I finally bought a tote. I had all of my St. Patrick's stuff kind of sitting in a box, waiting to go downstairs. So the box is still up here, needs to go get recycled. And the tote needs to go downstairs. So I'll kind of show you what's going on in the dining room. So that is all that's left to do. I need to push the chairs in, do a little bit more wiping on the table, and then I thrifted the most beautiful tablecloth for Easter. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's embossed with like Easter eggs and chicks and bunnies, and it's just the prettiest color of green. So I'm going to put that on the table. And then I want to sweep, mop, and do a quick dust, and this room will be ready for the holiday. So here's the before. I need to sweep the floor. As you can tell, we have stuff from breakfast and lunch on the floor. It is never ending. This floor has to be swept. It could use twice a day, but for sure once a day. Otherwise, this is how it looks. So here is the before, and we'll come back with the after.
First day of spring, and I just wanna sing to everything that's moving, every single little thing. To them birds flying free, fish in the sea, flowers and trees, every little...
Okay, it's kind of hard to see because of the window, but there she is, fresh and mopped, tablecloth on, centerpiece. I want to grab a couple of candlesticks. I have to, but I have no idea where they're at. I've looked everywhere and I think I might have put them away in the Christmas stuff, so I'm just going to go out and get some. I know that the dollar store has some clear ones that'll match, some glass ones that'll match that cross there. Isn't that pretty? And I've got... might have to remop where I just walked, but see, oh, I knew I forgot something. I've got to do the glass yet. See the fingerprints? Okay, so I'm almost done. I've got my plants and Mary up there. And then the bunnies. I've got a couple of, I'm gonna open this so you can see it since I have to clean it anyway. But I've got the eggs and the pretty egg tray there. My bunnies. That one, so one's more green, one's a little more like bluish green. And so a little bit of bunny decoration in here. Not a ton, a lot of it's more religious. See? And then our cross. I think it's pretty. It looks nice, and I'll quick take care of those after this floor dries a little more. Right now I'm gonna go work on the kitchen. I'm just gonna leave those. Okay, I just wanna tell you, if you ever feel like you're behind, and like you're watching people on the internet and you think, man, they have it all together, or they're doing so much better than me. First, let me remind you of how my hair looks today. Second, let me tell you, it's just about Easter. Easter's this Sunday. It's currently Holy Week. I've been looking for this since after Christmas. I found it in a box that currently was out in my fireplace room and currently has New Year's stuff in it that I'm just now taking down to the basement to put away. So now I can finally hang up in the week of Easter. I can finally hang up my welcome sign and put away my New Year's. So if you're ever comparing yourself to people that you see online, just know that you see a very small portion of their life, and behind the scenes things can be very crazy and not put together and not the way it looks in one pretty video. So their lives are very similar, even if they're different financially or culturally or whatever, but they can still be very similar to yours. We're all human, and life is chaotic, and that's what this channel has always been about. It's about filling up your love jar. So it's the great moments that happen, and sometimes some crazy ones, and the not so great, but it's about filling up the love jar and finding those good moments in the year to share. So, and this is one of them, even though I'm just now putting away New Year's. And my Christmas tree got put away about 2 weeks ago. True story. It's been in the bag for a while, but it never got taken downstairs to the basement where it belongs. So even though that's the case, today I am decorating and getting my house ready so that family can come. And so it's a moment I want to share with you. and I want to share our Holy Week festivities with you. So I thought I would bring you along on getting house ready during Holy Week and having it all ready to go for this Holy Weekend. Anyway, I just wanted to share that thought that I had, of the behind the scenes and the fact that we all have our hot spots and our moments of things just not being where we'd like them to be. For instance, I have a catch-all, a hot spot in my house that I'm about to clean up and get ready. So my window looks super cute. I've got, I don't know, you probably can't see it very well, but anyway, I have 2 bunnies in the window and I have this cute little hanging thing. Maybe tonight I'll show you when it's not so you can't see it with the way the lighting is in here. Anyway, I have this cute little display going on, but I also have a catch-all. And it has, I cleaned out Laguna's tank, so her stuff needs to go underneath. We had a light bulb go bad for one of the lizards, so that needs to get out of here. I've got reusable bags that need to go in my car, some of Aspen's toys. We've got some stuff for our upcoming prom because we're hosting a prom for our homeschool group. There's ballet stuff that needs put away. So there's a catch-all here in the house. So these are the behind the scenes things that you don't always see. So that's what I'm doing today, is getting our house back in a less cluttered, we need to declutter this summer, but less holiday catch-all clutter. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you. And there's dishes in my sink that are waiting for the dishwasher to get loaded. There's a few on the counters. But all in all, the house is clean. It's just lived in. So if you see, you can hear the birds in the background. If you see on social media and it's a perfectly curated house and there's nothing on the counters, people live in those houses. At some point in time, there are dishes on the counters and there is food that needs to be wiped up off the counter and things like that. They live in their home too, unless it's a set, right? So I just wanted to say, don't feel that you have to compare yourself to other people, because more likely than not, what you're not seeing is that they're living life just like you are behind the scenes. So anyway, I wanted to share that. This is Easter week. Second time I've said that, but yeah. And I hope that you are having a happy Easter, a happy Holy Week. If you celebrate the Holy Week, let me know. What do you celebrate at all? Do you celebrate Easter? Do you celebrate Holy Week? What does that look like for you? What are your traditions? Let us know down below. I'm curious to find out. All right, so I got this area all done. And we've got all our cute Easter stuff. Like I said, I'll show you what that looks like a little bit later after I turn on the kitchen lights, once it gets a little darker. But I have this basket full of Easter stuff right now. And a lot of it is, 1, Easter baskets. 2, we're going to make a bunny cake, I think. And there's stuff for when our family comes in, because we rented our church's hall downstairs. So that way we could fit everybody in. So I have a bunch of tablecloths and napkins and all that stuff, and I've got it in here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bin. I know, I just cleared this off. I'm going to take the bin and I'm going to set it up there so it's off the floor. And then I think we'll figure out what we're going to do here shortly with it. I think what I'm going to do is just store the Easter baskets in my closet until Easter. And then some of the other supplies I'll probably just put in. I have this bag that I take with me to homeschool stuff. I'm going to empty our last homeschool event out, and then I'm going to put that stuff in there so we can just carry it that way. And then this bin can go down to the basement, because I think the rest of it is just stuff I didn't use for Easter decorating this year. So yeah, but right now I'm just going to stick it up on the area that I just completely cleaned off. It's starting to look really nice though. And there's not much left to do in the kitchen. Like, I wiped down the garbage can. I did get the glass cleaned finally after the floor dried. Look how shiny the floor is. It looks so pretty. Anyway, I've got, I cleaned all that off, and I've got my mop water out, but I think I'm going to dump it and put some fresh in there because I want really hot water when I do this kitchen floor. I'm going to clean the chairs. So these chairs when we moved in here, the chairs were here and they were gray, but they very easily, see this, get stained up in here. So I'm going to go through today. Look at this. It doesn't take long. Isn't that awful? It does not take long for them to get stuff spilled on them, especially being right next to the sink. A lot of times it'll splash over. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clean these up, but you can see what they look like now and how they definitely need, looks like somebody spilled here. They need a good cleaning. And I'm going to show you what I use to do that. And it's quick, easy, doesn't take long, and they'll look so much better. There's some, I don't know, I think this is paint somebody got on here at one point in time. This was like this when we moved in. But other than that, they should come relatively clean and they'll look nice for the holiday once I get them done. Okay, so I cleaned them and that's how they look. Doesn't that look so much better? Look at it's not perfect, and they'll dry a lot lighter than this because they're wet right now. But yeah, I had some Woolite spray, which I've shown on our TikTok. So if you follow us on TikTok, I've shown the Woolite that I use. And then I put a little bit of baking soda, some Dawn dish soap, some Tide, and a little bit of Color Safe bleach, just the smallest amount. And then I took plain water and wiped them again with plain water when I was done. So just a damp.
I want to show off my new cream I got. It's Sif cream, I think that's how you say it. I use it to clean my original Monster High dolls because the glue seeps out of their head and makes it gross. This stuff got rid of it in 6 minutes. So if you collect Monster High dolls and you need something to get rid of it, this is way better than Glue Gun.
And since we're doing cleaning, you might as well share, huh? So T is knocking out the living room for me.
Yes.
This looks so much better than it did before. I didn't even get to show you guys, but there were clothes that needed donated piled over here. There was pretty much just blankets and pillows. And then a few things, there were some things in the windows too, which most are gone now. Hey, do you want to put your tablet away for me, please? You can just tuck it under there if you want.
You got longer arms than I do. You want to get the plastic bag?
Oh, yeah. What else is under there?
Wait, nope. Too short.
I don't know what that is. Here, I'll grab some of these bigger pieces. You can tell we eat popcorn in here because we always find popcorn in the... So I gave Ireland a bunch of yarn, and you're making cakes right now, aren't you? So she bought herself this yarn spinner. Oh, I don't know if that's what it's actually called, but she bought herself this, I don't know what, last year? Yeah, she's watching a show. I'm bugging her. But anyway, yeah, that's what she's been working on, is getting that all wound up and put into the bag that she made herself. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what our end result was, and look, I thrifted that little towel. Isn't it cute? I've been finding the cutest hand towels at the thrift stores. A lot of them still have the tags and everything. I even found this Pioneer Woman piece right there. Isn't that pretty? And I use it to keep my coffee spoons. But there is the kitchen, and I mopped all the floors. I did a really good mop. I've got to put away my stuff yet. I still have a load of dishes that needs to go in, and I've got some towels, just a couple of things left here. But look at this. That's all for Easter. That's going to go to the event place that we're going to. And there's all the Easter stuff I was telling you that I'd put up in the windows. Isn't that cute? We've got Easter up there. Oh, and these. So one year my mom gave me this piece, and then she gave me that piece last year. And look aren't they pretty? They look like they belong together, but they're not from the same set. So maybe they are, who knows? But I don't think she got them as part of the same set. They're pretty though, aren't they? So yeah, there's that. And Tearlyn did a beautiful job in the living room. And we picked up this piece last year at Easter time at Hobby Lobby. And we've got the Divine Mercy up in the window because Divine Mercy Sunday is the Sunday after Easter. So I like to have that up there. And then this the kids will take care of. So T already cleaned this off once, but this was stuff I found around the house, or like there, I was cleaning out Ireland's ballet bag before I hung it up, so she's got to take that stuff up. So they'll take care of putting that stuff up tomorrow, and then we'll vacuum the stairs. I have a bag of garbage from the bathroom that I'm gonna, once the floor dries, because I just mopped this, once it dries, then I'll throw that in the garbage over there. But that's a load of clean towels. And I just mopped the floors in here. Tearlyn did the hallway. Oh, look at the cute Easter. I'm probably gonna get the birds. They're all put to bed for the night. Probably gonna get them all going, but this is what we did for Easter. We've got our blessed palms up there. And then, isn't he cute? Those little gingham ears. I've got that up there. And more of our blessed palms, a couple of rosaries, some of our books on Catholicism. I don't know if I showed you her. Isn't she pretty? I thrifted her, and the frame was in really bad shape, so I painted it. I'm trying to find a matching Jesus. Oh, my Windex is over here. I need to put our shop vac away. But look at, see, we've got our altar area set up. Some of this stuff actually goes in the windows, and I moved it over here for Easter. And I've got my Divine Mercy picture up there. So, all right, good night, and we will see you for the rest of the holiday.